Oopsie daisy, you just missed it. I accidentally knocked this keyboard off the top of this monitor and two of the buttons have fallen off. Oops. I should be able to get them back on. Shouldn't be that difficult. That's one. I could be wrong though. Which way does that go up? That way? That way? Oh right, well that one's not going to go back in. Something missing from there. Where's it gone? Oh, what's that? Great start to the video. Which way does that go up? Yeah, that's the right way. I always leave this keyboard on the top of here. But every now and then I accidentally knock it and it slides down that way. So I sat down trying to make sure that I've got a good shot and I put my head back, hit it, went flying. Try not to do that again. By the way, welcome to a Random Thoughts video. Yes, this computer, it still works by the way. I only turn it on once in a while. I think I got it in 1997, maybe 1998. And the reason I use it is I keep a database on here and it tells me where all my comic books are. For example, if I want to find, say, one of these books, like Telos, I guess, I just type it in there and it'll tell me where I've put it. I feel like I'm showing you what's here. I just so happened to choose this seat to do this video because I said for every one of these videos I'm going to choose a different place to sit down and just talk. But anyway, enough about all this. What was I going to talk about? I've no idea. Videos, that's what I can talk about because as you've probably noticed I've not really done a Smegchris, excuse me, for about 2 weeks. And it's not because I don't have a script, I do, it's just this week that's just gone by I was on my afternoon shifts and during the mornings there's been people digging the street up or the pavements up on the next road and I could actually feel the vibrations in this house. So I thought, well, this camcorder is going to pick that up, so I couldn't film during the day. And then when I finished my job at 10 PM and I came home, I took Harley out, I had something to eat and I was just so tired and I'm like, can't do it. So I'm trying to start a new thing, which is why I'm filming this on a Saturday, and I'm hoping to film Smegchris later. It depends on the sounds in the neighbourhood because, like I said, I do have a script for Smegchris and I'm going to see if I can maybe film at the weekend so I'm not worrying about it during the week. But there is also that fact that sometimes I don't actually have a script because I can't think of anything. Sometimes though I'll come up with an idea and I'll type it into my phone, just the idea, and I'll think, right, I'll worry about that the following week or whatever. And when it gets to that time, I look at it and I'm like, nah, can't be bothered with that, it's dumb. Because the spark of the idea is there in my head at that moment in time and I just write it down. And my brain's wanting to develop that into a script. Because I leave it for a week, 2 weeks or whatever, my brain's like, nah, that's old news, don't care about that anymore. So I don't end up doing those. There are so many I've just dismissed. So hopefully I'm going to start making more videos because I noticed that when I uploaded my Phone Show and Tell Part 2, I'd only done 3 videos in the past month. And I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm going to try and do more videos. We will see. Next week I'm going back to the cinema on Monday. In fact, before, well, hopefully I've been by the time this is uploaded. And so I can start doing Smegchris review again. We will see. Depends how tired I get from work and how crazy I get, like right now. It's alright, there's a mirror there, I'm just seeing how haggard I look. My cheeks are starting to get a bit on the rosy side. I took Harley for a big walk down in the valley, I've vlogged it. And that was, what, an hour ago? 2 hours ago? No, an hour ago we came back. So I'm feeling a little bit tired from that. And hot. I left the heating on while I went out and now the house is quite warm. Anyway, what else should I talk about? I know, let's talk about holidays. I've probably mentioned this on a vlog actually. In fact, I know I have. Where I'm wanting to go back to Los Angeles because I absolutely love that place. Well, my first experience there, or should I say my first and only experience there, was brilliant. Why am I waving my hands about? Am I chopping? Is it Fruit Ninja? Put my hands there, or between my legs here. So yeah, I've been trying to go back to Los Angeles a lot. I'm currently re-watching my Florida vlogs And on them I'm saying about going back to LA the following year. That never happened. And of course during that year I was saying, no, I'm going to go back next year, which was last year, and of course that never happened. And the reason for that was because of the blooming boiler died and I had to get a new one, which is why I'm hot now, because this boiler actually works and I'm sweating. But I digress. My hands are waving again. I've noticed this is a YouTuber problem, you know, hands are all over the place. Should really just sit on them like that. Yeah, this chair's rickety, by the way. That wasn't me, that was the chair. So yeah, I want to go back to Los Angeles. These hands. I mean, I've got the money now. I don't have the spending money. I need to save up more. But that's my problem. I don't know whether I want to go back to LA or do a different holiday that I've never done before. And as I said in my vlog, when it comes to going back to Los Angeles or to Florida, I want somebody to go with me so I can show them what I enjoy about those places. And when it comes to somewhere new, I don't mind going on my own because I like to explore and I get to do what I want to do. So I've started thinking of different variations of holidays that I can do. Like, if I do go to LA, maybe I'll go there for a week, and maybe, I don't know, go to Hawaii on a cruise for another week, because you do set off from, well, California to go to Hawaii. Stop springing! But then there are other places I've not been that I want to go, like Australia or Italy. And it's not just those holidays I'm thinking about. I'm also contemplating going camping with Harley during the spring bank break. Words are hard. And my first initial thought was Scotland, because last year I tried taking Harley to Ben Nevis because he's done Snowdon and Scaffold Pike. He's done 2 of the 3 Peaks challenge. He needs to do Ben Nevis. Unfortunately we couldn't go up Ben Nevis when we were there because it was far too windy. So what I'm thinking is taking him back there, but do I really want to do Scotland again only, well, less than a year after the last time? Those hands are getting really annoying now. I promise that's the chair. And now I can't concentrate because I'm sat on my hands. Oh dear. But then I think, where else can I go camping? I mean, I've been told, is it called New Forest down south? That's a good place to take your dog. And I'm sure there are other places, I just can't think of any. I think it's because I'm too focused on Scotland. But that's where I am with the holidays. I'm just letting it digest in my mind and swirl about. But I think because I'm too busy concentrating on which holiday I want to do abroad, the camping trip's sort of not forefront of my mind. Am I using too many big words? I'm confusing myself, I think. Doesn't it help that I've just realised this light is very, very warm and it's burning my face, and it's adding to the heat from the radiators, which I've turned off. But let me just check. Oh, I thought there was going to be still some heat in there. It must be just that's causing me to get all flustered. Maybe you guys have got suggestions of where I can go, you know, camping and abroad. Going back to Los Angeles, I have always wanted to go back because I know some people think LA's not that great, and in some people's eyes Florida's better, and I see in certain ways that Florida is better than LA. But I don't know, when I went to Los Angeles, the moment I landed there, it felt like I was comfortable, like I belonged there. And with Florida it was more like, this is definitely a holiday, a vacation. I'm not really explaining it properly, and I know this because I'm not understanding what I'm saying. I guess I'll find out in time. I'm going to end this video. I'm very, very hot. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do I ever? Remember, if you've got any suggestions on where I could go camping or where you think I should go on holiday abroad, just feel free to leave it in the comments below. But I promise I will eventually get back to Florida and LA at some point. I just don't know when. I'm hoping Florida in a few years' time with my cousin Starfish. I keep pestering her that I want to go with her when she's of age. She turns 18 this year. Wow, she's grown fast. When I first started talking to her, she was only 11. Yeah, we started conversing through text and through, well, Skype and everything when she was 11, and I've just realised she's almost 18. But I've said to her I'd like it if she would go to Florida with me when she turns 21. We'll have to wait and see. I keep pestering other cousins to go with me on these holidays as well, but you know, they're too busy having babies or working too much. I don't know. I'm going to go before I start ranting. Until the next time, peace out.